Hey, what's up, everybody? Jay Hollingshead here, your personal high performance mindset coach and public speaker, coming to you again with one more night of my 7 pillars of mental performance in 365 days. As usual, I appreciate you. I love you. I truly appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you so much. This is consecutive episode number 352 of 365. Today is Tuesday, day 3 of the week. We will be discussing pillar number 3. Pillar number 3 is always focus and concentration. Tonight's brief topic we will talk about is focus on your goal, but concentrate on your process. Focus on your goal, but concentrate on your process. So let me acknowledge everybody that's tuning in right now, right at 9 o'clock on the dot. You know how we do it. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m., classes in session. Starting with my oldest daughter, Jaleesa Hollingshead. Thank you so much for tuning in, babe. I appreciate you. My wife, Lisa, tuning in. Of course, my big brother, AJ, tuning in as well. I appreciate you. My aunt, Gina, says we got Memphis Fire Department scrolling up through the screen. I can't name all of you, but thank you all for tuning in. I truly appreciate you. All my brothers of the rung, I appreciate you. So if you are watching this on repeat, thank you. You are appreciated as well. So all of that having been established, let's get right into it. We're going to be brief. So in this episode, we're talking about focus and concentration. Now, focus on your goals, but concentrate on your process. Now, all this year, throughout these 350 plus episodes, I have been talking about developing and establishing a high performance mindset. So the process of developing a high performance mindset is properly balancing and using the energies of your 5 senses. Okay. Now, properly balancing and using the energies of your 5 senses also includes both sides of your 5 senses. You have a spiritual side and you have a physical side of your 5 senses. Now, when you do that, well, let me give you an example. I don't want to throw you off in everybody's mind like physical, spiritual, 5 senses. What the heck are you talking about? This is what the heck I'm talking about, okay? Now, let's take the sense of sight, okay? When you see, sense of sight, you look with these 2 physical eyes, but you see with your spiritual eye or your third eye. How do you do that? You look into the future, or you see into the future, rather. You see into the future with your spiritual eyes. You can't see into the future with your physical eyes, okay? So with these 2 physical eyes, you look at what's physical, the things that are manifested around you, your car, a brick wall, or whatever. But with your spiritual eye, you see into the future, okay? Now, another example of your different spiritual versus physical sides of your 5 senses. Let's take the sense of touch or feel. Now, you can touch. You have nerve endings all over your body where you can feel someone touch you physically, or you can feel yourself physically touch something else. Whether something is hard, soft, or hot or cold, you can tell from your physical sense of touch. That's the physical side. But the spiritual side of your feeling is your emotions. How are you feeling? Okay, you can't touch your sadness. You can't physically touch your sadness. You can't physically touch your depression. You can't hold depression in your hands. So your emotional feelings, that's the spiritual side. So back again to the definition, the process of developing a high performance mindset is properly balancing your 5 senses, or the energies of your 5 senses, spiritual and physical. Now, here's how you do that with focus and concentration, which is tonight's topic. Focus and concentration. So let's say you choose a goal, okay? Choose a goal, a personal development goal. It can be a sales goal. It can be a goal if you're an athlete, you're trying to reach a certain milestone, hit a certain mark, or beat a certain record. Or if you're trying to lose weight, maybe you want to be a bodybuilder and, gain a certain weight to lift weights, get stronger, muscular, or something like that. Choose a goal. I don't care what it is, a personal development goal. Choose a goal. Now, when you choose that goal, make sure that goal aligns with you spiritually and physically. When I say spiritually and physically, I'm talking about your 5 senses, okay? Make sure that goal aligns. Now, here's where the 5 senses come into play. When I say focus on your goal and concentrate on your process, You got 5 senses. Okay, start off with all 5 of those senses focused on your process, what you are going through right now, the here, the now, the things you are doing, what you are seeing right now, what you are feeling right now, what you are tasting right now, what you are hearing right now, and what you are feeling right now. Everything right now, right here in the moment. Now, when you put all 5 of your senses into one area, you are concentrating, because all 5 senses are interplay. Focus. All 5 senses are concentrating on one area. There are no other senses left to be distracted by something else. Now, so you're focusing on your process. You're concentrating on your process. That's how you grow. You are learning to be here in the present, the here and the now, your process, what you are going through. So when I say focus on your goal, every now and then, while you are in your process, everything in, you go all in with your process. Take one of your senses, probably a sense of sight, or it could be a sense of feeling, or it could be a sense of hearing, either one. Take one of your senses, bring it up, leave the other 4 down on your process, taking care of the process, but temporarily bring one of those senses up. Let's say it's the sense of sight. You temporarily bring that sense of sight up and point it in the direction of your goal. You're focusing on your goal. You're gauging to see how far you've come, or how much further you have to go, or what you are going to deal with just a few moments from now. What are you going to deal with in the future as you are going towards your goal? When you focus on your goal, you can see those things and then get back down and put that focus back onto your process. You take that sense, whatever it was, and put it back on your process. If you want to take your sense of hearing and bring it up from concentrating on your process, and you want to put it behind you, or just put your ear behind you, you can listen and see how far you've come, or how far you've changed, how much you've grown personally. I say that because a lot of people hang around drama. They love drama. But if you get to the point to where a lot of drama and a lot of that rah-rah and he said, she said, and all that stuff bothers you, you don't like it anymore, then you have tapped into your higher self, or you are tapping into your higher self. And if your ear is listening to what's going on, you can gauge how far you've come, how far you've grown, how far you have come in your process or your personal development journey. So once you gauge and get an understanding of how far you've come, take that sense of hearing, remove it from the past, put it back down in the present. That's where we grow. That's why I say focus on your goal, but concentrate on your process. If all 5 of your senses are down, concentrating on your process, then you get a complete understanding of what you are going through, how you are going through it, and how you are going to proceed. Okay. Also, if all 5 of your senses are focused or concentrating on your process, you can easily unwrap the lessons that are being learned as you go through your problems in your process. Say you're going through your process, you hit a bump in the road, and it's an ugly bump in the road. You keep hitting the same bump over and over and over again. Well, you're going to keep hitting that same bump until you get the lesson out of that bump. That bump is keeping you from going forward. So with all 5 of your senses on it, you're able to look at it, analyze it, do a SWOT analysis on it, your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Do all of that on that particular bump in the road. A bump in your process. Once you extract the lesson, apply the lesson, then you can move forward. But you can only extract and apply once you use all 5 of your senses, both physically and spiritually. Like your sense of feeling. What are you feeling physically when you hit that bump? Now, what are you feeling emotionally? How is that bump making you feel spiritually? Okay? Get an understanding of that. That's pretty much all I have for right now. In this episode, my time is running out. Episode 352 of 365. We're almost to the end. Thank you all for staying with me throughout this entire year. I'm Jay Hollingshead, your personal high performance mindset coach and public speaker. Every performance you give is every performance you give results in an effort or an excuse. So perform to make the effort, not the excuse. Be well, stay blessed, and through love, be a blessing. God bless. Focus and concentrate.